What's poppin' T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade. Growing Up Hip Hop Season 6, Episode 10 review. Okay, so in tonight's episode, JoJo and Lil Eric, Lil Easy meet up together to talk about the showcase. Cree joins them. She's a little late. Stevie J and Savannah join them as well because JoJo and Eric want to pick his brain and ask for advice on the showcase because he's done a plenty in his lifetime. So JoJo wants to stream the whole showcase online, but Stevie is like, nah, that's too much like verses. Like, let's think outside the box. Let's do something different. I didn't think that was a bad idea. I wondered if they actually go through with it. I don't know, but I actually like the idea. I don't think that it would be like verses at all. So Stevie J suggested Luke be on the panel, but they did it out of order because minutes earlier in his confessional, Eric had already stated that Luke, Peppa, and DeBrat were going to be the judges for the showcase. So the editors messed up at that point. So Cree, however, says that she isn't sure because of their strained relationship and everything. But everybody was like, ask him, ask him. So she felt like, you could tell she felt pressured to cave in and go and ask him for help, and to be on the panel, because she felt like she didn't want to make it seem like she was coming around him just to ask him for a favor. And I agree. I wouldn't have did it. I don't give a fuck about them acting like this after school special and pressuring me. I just wouldn't have did it because it would come across, especially to somebody like Luke, from what I'm taking from the show, that he would be like, only reason why you even call me because you want me to do your little punk ass showcase. Like, I just would have kept it separately. Or had JoJo or Lil Easy ask him. So Stevie tells JoJo to talk to Sam out of respect for Trish because they all came up together and everybody's families are cool. So JoJo like, all right, I'll do it. So JoJo's mom visits Denise and asks about the baby because she's pregnant. Denise says that she's doing well, but she's still hesitant on telling people because she had just had a miscarriage prior. So Angela stops by. Her hair and her makeup was bomb as fuck. And she confirms finally to everyone that she is single because, mind you, she had been keeping it a secret. But I'm like, girl, I'm pretty sure they already knew you and that big eared nigga had broke up. So Denise was like, I have to tell you something, but you can't tell anyone. We're having another baby that's due August 3rd. He or she will be a Leo. Welcome to the Leo gang. You're going to have a very special baby, whether it be a boy or a girl, because we Leos just stand out. So Angela is shocked because she didn't even know that she was pregnant, and she congratulates her. We also find out that Angela is doing a swimsuit calendar. Her mama like, a swimsuit calendar? Like, now wait a minute, hold up now. Like, you just taking this shit a little bit too far, showing your little tig old bitties. But she was like, it's not like that, but it's kind of like that. So she won't be able to attend the showcase. Denise thinks that it's all for revenge against old boy since they broke up. I do think that this was like a thirst trap, like, look what you lost, or look what you left, and I'm the shit, building up her self-confidence, putting it out there to other niggas like, come and get it. We all as women do that after a breakup, so I ain't really mad at it. Angela wants Vanessa to be in it, but Vanessa's very conservative, and even though she's lost a lot of weight, you can tell that she still has body issues. But Vanessa is just stunningly gorgeous. Beautiful. She was beautiful with or without the weight, but without the weight, she is just woo, them cheekbones. My God. So Twist is back this episode. I've come to the conclusion that he got demoted down to like friend of the show. I don't know if that had anything to do with him and Sam not getting along, and Peppa had anything to do with that. But it's mighty funny that he's only been in like maybe 3 to 4 episodes so far this season, and I don't like it. We TV, bring back Twist. So He meets up with Bree, and we find out that she's moved into a new place, got a new office for her incense company called House of Black. I didn't even know she had that. I don't follow her on social media, but I love the name. I'm loving to see that she's moving on up, and got her a new place, got an office building. I'm actually in the same space, not about to move, but with my Color Me Pampered boxes and stuff, like I will never do this shit out of my house again. Like, so come fall, I'll be searching for office spaces for the whole shebang. So I get exactly where Bree is at with this whole thing, and congratulations to her. So Bree tells Twist what Peppa and Egypt did with this whole telling everybody that Sean cheated on TT or whatever. He like, man, these motherfuckers is crazy. He gonna talk about so they're being naughty by nature. That shit was funny as fuck. So Bree tells him that Boogie is getting on her nerves with this whole, drinking situation. And Twist was like, he came to me saying he's worried about your drinking. Like, that's why I wanted to get up with you today to make sure it wasn't nothing. So she tells him that he didn't even say anything to her about this whole drinking thing when he came to her event uninvited. And I agree, like you can run around telling everybody else that you think I got a drinking problem, but you still ain't stepped to me and said it to my face. You came to my event when I didn't even fucking invite your ass. You could have said something to me then if that was the case. So I understand where she's coming from. Like, you don't be going around telling everybody that, especially if me and you supposed to be friends. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't cool or whatever. But Bree does need to slow up on the drinking. Like, we've seen her act a fucking fool. Crawling on the grass like a spider and shit in front of everybody, acting a goddamn crazy ass, coon ass mess. So she does need to slow down on the drinking. But she's one of those people where she feel like can't nobody tell her nothing. Twist says that he doesn't think she has an alcohol problem, but I feel like Twist is one of those people that's probably like an enabler, or if anything, he'll say that she doesn't have an alcohol problem on the show, but in real life, off camera, he'll probably be like, hey, yo, you need to check that. So, yeah. She says that when Boogie visits her office, that she's gonna drink in his face to fuck with him. I was like, you ain't shit, girl. You are so fucking messy knowing that man is a fucking alcoholic and a drug user. Like, why would you do that to somebody? That's fucked up. Um, Egypt up here looking like a young Bobby Brown child with her Caesar, and her and Pepper stop at a wedding shop to try on dresses, child, and she just gave me New Edition 1984 in the cool it down, you better slow it down video. She looked just like Bobby Brown. So Egypt tells her mama that everyone knows about Sean and this whole cheating situation. She talked to Savannah about it, and her daddy know about it, and Pepper looking like, ooh, my plan worked. Big head heifer. So they discussed that whole situation, and then Egypt come out in a dress looking like the strong black man that Tretch and Pepper and Sam raised her to be, child. I was like, girl, you like it, I love it. Like, she just straight up and down, just like Wendy. Just like Wendy from Real Housewives of Potomac. I just wasn't feeling it at all. Like, her features just too strong for a hairstyle like that, child. It's cute for like an editorial, but for everyday life, girl, all right. So JoJo and Eric look at venues for the showcase, but really this is for him and Sam to sit down and have their conversation. Sam shows up. Sam comes in trying to seem so unbothered, like he's so tough. Like, this little nigga is just such a lame ass nigga. Like, oh my God. So JoJo in his confession was like, either he came to apologize or to get slapped. I'm like, JoJo, you ain't no tougher neither. Who talks about slapping another man? Both of y'all some puss ass niggas, and it's all right. But living y'all truth. So Sam says that he don't care about Egypt performing at the showcase, but he questions the timing of it all. I guess he felt like JoJo only invited her to perform because they was into it. Girl, bye. So JoJo was like, I feel like we never hear her alone, and I mean, we have not. And he was like, to me, you're not with the Pepper family yet, but you're gonna be. I'm cool with being cordial, but what you did was wrong. You could have called me instead of going on live. So Sam was like, lower your tone. And Joe, because JoJo is getting loud, and he was like, I'm not gonna lower my voice. I'm talking. Sam was like, nigga, I can hear you. He was like, I do fight. I'm about that. And I was like, girl, a real motherfucker that fight ain't gonna say shit. They just gonna turn the fuck up. Like, both of y'all need to sit down in a corner and play patty cake. Baker's man, bake me a cake as fast as you can. Roll it, pat it, mark it with a B, put it in the oven. And then you see, like, y'all both soft as fuck. Lame ass niggas. So at some point, Sam apologized for talking about him on live. JoJo was like, thanks for the apology, and tells him he wants Pep on the panel. Sam was like, I'm better to talk to her about that stuff because, we in tune. And Eric, however, don't buy it at all that, that Sam is has this big influence over Pepper. And I was like, nigga, that is her dope dealer. Like, he do got influence over there. That is her pusher, baby. So Sam gonna say, I'm soon to be a part of the future of hip hop. And JoJo's looking at him like, if you say so, like, the delusions of grandeur. So Angela visits Cree at Slip and Slide the recording studio. Cree says that she's gonna meet up with Luke and bring up him being on the panel. She feels like it's gonna be weird though, and I agree. Boogie and Savannah then go to visit Brianna at the office. Bree is clearly drunk as a skunk, and she asks to speak to Boogie alone. So in the midst of them talking, she was like, you came here to talk. She's pouring herself, looks like a glass of tequila or some shit. I don't know. I'm not a drinker, so I don't know. But Boogie was looking at her like, I know this bitch ain't about to play in my face pouring no drink. But she sure in the hell did. And I was like, y'all are so petty and need to grow up. And actually, honestly, I wouldn't even be friends with somebody anymore that would play with me like that. If I had an addiction and I got an addiction, and even if you feeling some type of way towards me, that's taking it too far. That's taking it way too far. It's funny, but it's not funny for a real life friendship that you claim y'all had. So yeah, it's best y'all not be friends, because I'd be damned if a bitch do some shit like that to me. So Boogie is clearly uncomfortable and irritated by her. He tells her that she needs to slow down on the drinking and that people are always saying she's drinking all the time. And Bree was like, but you slide in my DMs at 6 o'clock in the morning, say you gonna put me in rehab. Like, I don't know what kind of weird ass shit these niggas got going on. He said that ain't never happened, but she looking like, nigga, it did. So Brianna was like, you don't like to see me being human. And he was like, I would love to see you sober. Bree was like, can you just go? And Boogie was like, we can't have a proper dialogue. She was like, get out. She called security on the nigga. And he was like, oh, this what we doing? Oh, okay. So Boogie in his confession was like, the friendship is dead. I'm not going to keep on being disrespectful. You got me fucked up. And I agree, because like you playing too much. Like, you are playing too much. I do feel like a part of him is concerned about Brianna's drinking, but then the other half of him is doing it to get underneath her skin. And it's just toxic between both of them. Like, either fuck or leave each other the fuck alone. Anywho, so that was my review on growing up hip hop. Let me know what you thought about tonight's episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell button. For anybody that purchased my 40th birthday box, they will be shipped out within the next few weeks, so be prepared for that. The next Color Me Pampered box will be this fall, so get ready. I'm so excited. I can't wait for you guys to see the birthday box. It is filled with so much fly shit. Oh my god, I can't wait to show you guys. But anywho, my latest novel, It Was All a Dream, the sequel to Dream, is available right now. The link is down below in the description box. You have to read Dream first, then It Was All a Dream next. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.